I am Abhay from an organization called SEARCH, Society for Education, Action and Research in Community Health, which works in a remote tribal district, Gadchiroli, in the central part of India. SEARCH basically was created for understanding the health problems and priorities as seen by people, and then developing solutions which can empower people to take care of their own health. So what SEARCH does is it works in about 100 villages, regularly asks people about what they think their health priorities are, conducts epidemiologic studies to verify the magnitude, the burden, and then develop solutions, field test them, field try them, and then if successful, make available for policy shaping at the national, international level. In other words, what we are doing is research with the people. Usually, research is done on the people. So instead of research on the people, we are really using and trying to propagate a method which we call research with the people. Research is a great power. Today, knowledge shapes most of our thinking, most of our action, decision making. And so to change the world, knowledge is a great power. But the problem is that this power is often locked only in few centers and universities and with few professionals. But the problems are out there in the communities, with the people. So how does knowledge go there? Not only to solve people's problem, but knowledge itself should become people-oriented. Knowledge often is more technology-oriented, profit-oriented, professional-oriented. It is shaped by professionals often to suit their own interest, which is very natural. So then it means that people also should be able to take this knowledge power in their hand. How can it be done? It can be done by handshake of people and professionals. Professionals who have faith in the people. If they and people come together, then this handshake can occur. That's what we have been trying to do for the last 25 years. Look, world over, there is a search for healthcare solutions. And billions of dollars are spent from UN organization and Gates Foundation to various other national and international organizations, which is very welcome. Probably global health has never received kind of attention which it is receiving now. Very welcome. Now in this word community health, often health becomes important and communities are forgotten. And health is looked at something which is a very technological thing, which only professionals can understand, can deliver, and can shape. So this alienation of health from the communities and of communities from the health is a major issue. So one thing which needs to happen is that we should remember the importance of communities in community health, of public in public health. We talk of public health, but it is usually health devoid of public. So my first point is understand the importance of public, of communities. They have enormous power. And hence, in today's search for solutions, often it happens that we experts, we in international organizations, get so much engrossed with the problems as we see and resources that we have, and we have very limited resources. And yet, we try to work with only those resources. But the resources can be million times multiplied if you use community resources. And so I would say that small organizations, which you use the word PVOs or NGOs, whatever the word used, these have this both usually value inclination and culture to work with the people. larger organizations, by their very nature, their association with governments, often it becomes difficult to work at the grassroots communities. So voluntary organizations have that unique capability and potential to work with the communities. Now, if voluntary organizations work alone, the impact is likely to be very limited. We know that famous ancient story when a father wants to teach a message to his few 5 or 6 sons who are always quarreling. So he's on his deathbed. He invites all his sons and gives them one stick individually and asks them to break it, and they quickly break it. Then he ties 10 sticks together and then asks them to break it, and it's impossible to break. That is the power of group, power of community. So like there is a power with the community, voluntary organizations must also form a community, which not only will give them power of numbers, power of sharing, power of giving strength to each other, and also power of shaping policies. Individual organization may be very inadequate. It may be a lone voice. But if voluntary organizations come together, their voice will be heard, their points of view will be heard more seriously. And why it is necessary? Not because PVOs should get grant, because PVOs are more likely to represent community's viewpoint. But I must say, if they represent community's viewpoint, then only then PVOs can play that role. If PVOs also have lost touch with the community, if they are working only in offices, air-conditioned offices, and only in state capital or national capitals, then unfortunately that opportunity will be lost. So PVOs should realize that their uniqueness is their ability to go to the community. And to summarize this really, whatever I am trying to say, there is a very ancient Chinese poem, very ancient, from Tao Te Ching. But it beautifully said whatever I am trying to say. And it said, go to the people, love them, live amongst them, listen to them, learn from them, and begin with what they know and build upon what they have. This is what PVOs should do. That will give them strength, and that will give people also strength.